So apparently Tyreek Hill has a little bit more to say. What is up, Finn fans? Yes, Tyreek Hill had a little bit more to say, more of a reaction to his first episode of his podcast. So a ton of you guys have been telling me to check this out. So I'm going to do a reaction to it. But I noticed that his last, podcast, his first episode, a lot of people were blowing it completely out of proportion, especially him talking about Patrick Mahomes versus Tua. Never said Patrick Mahomes was better than Tua. Just said that Tua has better accuracy than Patrick Mahomes. Never talked bad about Patrick Mahomes. Never talked bad about Andy Reid. Said that he loved his time there. Said he loved both those guys. But a lot of the media and people are taking things, blowing it completely out of proportion. So essentially, I'm going to be reacting to this. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm probably just going to focus on about like 15 minutes of him kind of reacting and talking to the last episode, which let's see what they have to say. Probably some good stuff. So let me pop it up here and let's jump right into this Mama Jam.
What's up, man? Welcome back to another episode of It Needed to Be Said. How you feel, man?
I feel good, man. We got a lot to get off our chest. This situation, man. We gotta let them hear it.
Yeah, man. We got Julius Collins, my co-host. You guys know him.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. We had a great first show, man. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the comments. It's been great, but ever since then, man, like
it went crazy, right?
A lot has happened.
It went crazy.
It went crazy.
You ran track. I even tweeted this. What we would call a false start.
A false start?
When you see the snippets. And the media went insane. They automatically jumped to a conclusion.
Right.
You didn't even answer.
Right.
I just asked a simple question, right?
Right.
A simple question of, boom, boom, boom. We ain't going to repeat it because we know they're going to go crazy again, right, about the stats. They went absolutely insane when it was solely a question that they didn't even get the answer to.
Right. And that's
about the snippet.
And to me, like, that's just another situation where my mom always told me, you never judge a book by its cover. The whole thing ain't even out yet.
Right.
So you just be patient, man. I just feel like a lot of people just overreacted for no reason. Like they saw what you said and they really didn't see what I said. So a lot of people are just acting off emotion.
But that's a problem, that the media and the journalists have to deal with, right? A lot of them they've gotten to the point where they don't care about reporting the truth.
That's how they make their money, man.
Right.
That's how you make your money. That's how you stay relevant.
Clicks and
clickbait. In the business, because people
100% that's how they make their money. Clicks and clickbait. And they'll say something in the title and then you'll read it and it will have something to do with the title, but it's like contradicting to the title. Tua Tagovailoa is going to be the next best quarterback in the NFL. Then you read the article and Tua Tagovailoa is going to be the next best quarterback in the NFL if he does this and that and if things pan out that way and clickbait. I hate clickbait. I will never do clickbait on this. If you read my titles, in the title is exactly what I'm going to talk about. This video, I'm titling it Miami Dolphins Tyreek Hill reacts on media backlash. That's what I'm doing right now. Clickbait.
People wanna see the bad stories. People wanna see stuff like that,
Yeah. So they abandoned the truth because they didn't have the answer to it. They automatically went to I gotta be
automatic,
and it went to I want to be the first to drop this story, right? Not exactly. I want to be the one who get it correct. I want to be the first one that dropped this story. So the snippets went crazy.
The snippets went crazy, man. So with that being said, I feel like we both can agree we had to add a segment to this, right?
We had to add a segment to this podcast for all of the media pundits, all of the crazed fans, everybody who automatically became a philosopher or a commentator or an expert in the realm of football and podcasts. We had to add a section. We need to get it off our chest. So for that purpose, all the media, they went crazy. The crazed fans, the people jumping in our DMs talking crazy, right?
Man, by the way, I got death threats.
Crazy.
From every social media that I own. Every social media account I own, I got death threats on.
Why? Why did he get death threats? From his opinion, from his reaction to playing with two different quarterbacks, why did he get death threats? I get people coming after me. I've never gotten a death threat, thank God. But I've got people coming after me for my opinions and all that stuff. You don't know what you're talking about. I got called a moron, effing idiot, all this stuff for my opinions. Oh, who do you're no expert. Why are you acting like an expert? Why do you think you're an expert? I never said I was an expert. I'm just some schmo from New Jersey. I constantly say this is my opinion. I give you the facts. You go off of what I say, give you my opinion. It's football. It's not that serious for you to go after Tyreek Hill and make death threats. It's football. I take this seriously. I take making you content and bringing you facts and information seriously. But it's football at the end of the day. Are you on the field? Are you making money from the team? It's not that serious. You need to go after somebody and send them death threats because of their opinion. You're not allowed to have opinions anymore. I've had people block me on Twitter that I have never had a conversation with. And I had no idea they blocked me. All of a sudden, I'm looking at conversations in a Twitter chain, and I'm like, why can't I see those tweets? Because it was blocked. Oh, I'm unsubscribing because you said something that's a different opinion of mine. People are too sensitive.
Insane. Which is ridiculous. Which I love it, you know.
Right.
I just...
And sidebar, we read some of the craziest jokes. The black jokes what were funny to me. Like, I think next time we do the episode, we should do a competition on who had the corniest black joke. People, we've been black for years.
Exactly.
We've been dark skinned for years. We have heard every black joke there is in the book.
There's no running from this.
We can't run from it. This is not the 80s. This is not the 80s with the Mario Peebles or whoever else with the curly hair and the light skin. Black is in. Wesley killed that game in the 90s. He put us in. So the black jokes, I definitely think we should go in our DMs.
I actually try to stay in the sun to get darker. So that's, I don't know. I don't try to escape it.
But no, it was a lot said on these different shows on television. You know, we don't have to name a specific one. And for that very reason, we came up with the new segment called
Get It Off Your Chest. So this segment is basically anything between us, not you guys, between us that we just want to get off our chest about the previous podcast. Right. You know, so I'm gonna allow you to go first, man.
I go first. I got a lot to get off my chest. My issue and what I have to get off my chest is directed towards the media, right? The media as a whole, not necessarily they're doing bad reporting, but this concept of shut up and play. We've seen it happen before.
Oh my God, I hate that saying. Shut up and play. You signed the contract, honor the contract, yada yada. You're just a player. Oh, I wish I was getting paid millions of dollars to play a sport and blah, blah, blah. So much assuming, and I hate that saying, shut up and play. But God forbid, people get upset with players when they outperform their contract and feel like they should be paid more. But if they don't outperform their contract and they're underperforming, no one has a problem with cutting them, make sure they don't get their money, and asking for a pay cut. Shut up and play. Imagine you're at work and you just feel like you're being treated unions. What do you think unions are for? If someone just told you, shut up and go back to work. I don't feel like I get paid enough, or I feel like the office, we should have air conditioning being it's 100 degrees in here and you expect, shut up and go back to work.
And no matter how they try to shape it, try to sugar water it down, whatever they want to do to it, to give the appearance that that's not what took place, that's exactly what those comments were, because automatically they went to, you're on a team, you're active, you're rich, you're getting paid.
Right.
We don't want to hear your opinion.
Exactly.
Right? Which is absolutely insane. So to me, that came off of that same old concept of shut up and play.
Oh,
you should not
situation with LeBron, right?
Right, LeBron. Right. And then Chris Caruso, I believe, and JJ Redick had to check him, and Draymond Green went on his podcast about it. That shut up and play stuff, man, you got to chill with that. That is that's not the way to go about it. What you're telling them is you're entertaining enough, and we want you to go out there and put your life on the line, put your financial well-being, your family's financial well-being on the line, but we don't give two shits about your opinion.
Exactly.
You're rich. You should not have an opinion. You're rich. You're less than a human being. Even with some of the fans, I don't even think they really your fans. Just people who go on social media, the trolls, and we don't. Let me make it clear. We're not afraid of trolls. We don't have a problem with it. We actually embrace it. So keep the comments and the slander coming. We enjoy it, right?
Exactly.
But to those people who feel like you're less than human, and then when you respond, they come back with, "Oh, do the Dolphins know about this?" Right? So now they want to try to jeopardize your job, right?
Exactly.
And jeopardize your family.
But they just don't know that's not jeopardizing anything,
right?
You know, so.
But they want to give the appearance that you're less than human. Like, this stuff doesn't matter to you. So, but when you respond, you're not being professional.
But just like you say, though, like, you know, people expect me just to play football because that is what I'm being paid to do. But a lot of people just don't understand. Like I got a brand to build. You know, I want to show people I'm able to talk on different platforms.
Right.
Like, I'm very versatile at doing different things. So people just don't know that, you know, about many athletes. You know, like we got lives. Like, we not only athletes or ballers or whatever the case may be. We like doing other things.
But they have to give you that opportunity to do so, right? You have a platform. Athletes, celebrities, you have a platform. Exactly. You know, and why go through life and not have your voice heard, right?
Exactly.
You have a position.
Right.
You have an opinion. You should be able to give it anytime you want to.
You should be able to give an opinion anytime. But like a lot of people are, you know, a lot of people aren't in favor of that opinion, as you saw some of my last comments,
right,
about the whole Patrick and Tua thing,
man, look,
which is crazy, right? Like, we all know Patrick Mahomes is great. We know that,
right?
We know that
he's great, right?
You know, but right now I'm going into a new season with a new quarterback who's trying to head in the same direction as Patrick, right? You know, and do great things and lead this team to a Super Bowl championship. Right. You know? So
who's also great.
Who's also great in my opinion.
He just
in my opinion.
He just doesn't have the accolades behind
it. He just doesn't have the
as
accolades of yet.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, I believe in him.
It's crazy because people,
I find that funny too, because I noticed a trend when it comes to what players say, right? If it fits your narrative, it's true. If it doesn't fit your narrative, they make up some type of excuse, right? If sources come out and say something bad, again, I'm going to use Tua because it's always the main, you know, topic. If sources come out and say bad things about Tua, regardless of what it is, it's true, it's gospel, it's facts, it is what it is. But if players come out, show their face, put their names out there, and say positive things about Tua, say things that he's working on, say things that they like about him. Oh, they just have to say that because they're his teammates, or they just have to say that because he's getting paid. I always find that funny that the negative, if it fits an agenda, is facts. The positive is they just have to say that. If you notice with me, I don't like to believe in sources, rumors, all that stuff. I will bring the information to you. I will say what I think about it, but I don't believe it. Because unless that person comes out and says face value, this is what happened and this is how I feel. Like, the one that makes me laugh always is Jalen Waddle, right? Jalen Waddle during the draft period, you know, picked Mac Jones over Tua. And I laughed at it. I said, I bet you he's probably doing that to help Mac Jones draft stock, being that Tua Tagovailoa is already in the NFL. Then he goes on I Am Athlete and literally says that. You know, everyone, you know, they literally ask him point blank, you picked Mac Jones over Tua, and he laughed and he was like, I knew you were going to ask me that. Tua's already in the NFL. I was helping my boys, you know, draft stock, yada yada, and then people are saying, well, he's just saying that now. I find that funny. I just find that funny.
People have to understand, like, words matter, context matter, right?
Right.
So I think a lot of what we discussed was taken out of context, right? They can put their spin on it, but again, it goes back to, we want to have the juicy story, right? We want more clicks, we want more views on the story, not the podcast, but the journalists who write that stuff. as opposed to taking the opportunity to really read and look at the whole interview to get the context from it.
Right.
You weren't downing anybody. You were solely giving your opinion.
That's
People have to understand the difference between opinion and fact.
And facts. And also, I seen today that Robert Griffin III, RG3, he tweeted something about what I said. And he basically, you know, said it, I believe, better than me. You know, all Tyreek is doing is just putting confidence into his quarterback, which is all I'm doing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like,
and you're speaking your opinion, too.
I'm speaking my opinion.
Exactly. That's his. He didn't diss or downplay or say anything bad about Patrick Mahomes. He just said that Tua Tagovailoa is, to him, more accurate than Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is the type of quarterback, he's going to rocket that ball to you. He's going to get it to you, whereas Tua has that touch. And the stats show it. The stats show the accuracy that Tua Tagovailoa has. Some people might say, oh, this ball was placed here or this ball wasn't placed there. I've noticed that some people, when they break down film, will say, oh, this ball should have been here. He threw it here. How do you know where Tua's intentions were to throw that ball? Because I've seen certain plays where there'll be a defender on a player's left and right, and Tua will throw it up high. And someone will say, oh, he should have thrown it here. Yeah, but he's keeping the ball away from the defender. The defender's in front of the player, so he kind of puts it in the back shoulder. Not he should have threw it there. It would have led him more, blah, blah. You don't know the intentions of the throw. So, like he said, he never bashed. He's just stating and helping his quarterback. Tua wasn't getting a lot of that. Tua wasn't getting backed up from his players a lot, especially out in the public.
Opinion, man. I've had a chance to play with both of the guys.
Yep.
You know, Patrick is very accurate. You know, but I just feel like going into my new season, I play with Tua now, dog. Like,
and we seen some of the media pundits, some of the sports analysts.
It's crazy.
You practice with him for 6 hours. You practice with him for 6 minutes.
You practice with him for just
but
2
here's
weeks.
the thing.
You ain't played a preseason game with him.
Here's the thing. They haven't practiced with him at all.
You guys.
So how is their opinion what it is?
Exactly.
Right? You've played with both. You've practiced with him. Whatever you've done with him, you've seen something in Tua that makes you say,
right,
Pat for the long ball.
Right.
Tua for the accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is, how does your opinion matter over Tyreek's opinion?
Bingo. But that's what they want, right?
I just don't get it.
But they also have to understand on their platform that that's their opinion, but they got to understand that it's a large mass of people that take their opinion as being a fact. And that's what happened with, you know, the media pundits, the journalists. They automatically see that person's opinion.
Exactly.
And they take it as a fact. And now they have a biased perception of who you are and what you actually said.
Exactly, man. So sports world, you see that? You see the way we can just sit here and just take your takes, listen to your opinions, and just say, that's
their opinion.
That's your opinion. That's on you.
Right.
But you guys just take offense to what I say. I have no idea why. Am I like the bad guy in the situation? Am I the villain? If so, I want to be Killmonger. But anyways,
we got enlightened earlier, right? We had a conversation with someone and we got enlightened, and it was, they don't hate you.
Nah, they don't really hate me.
They don't hate you. They love the time.
It's just
they love you.
It's just we don't got a relationship.
Bingo.
You know, so I just don't know.
And if they had that relationship with you, if they cared to reach out and get that relationship with you, they would understand who you are and understand that was your opinion,
right?
And as opposed to, you know, trying to jump down your throat and go crazy. Oh, he's smoking weed. Yeah, you being facetious, but your suit was facetious.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I said it. Your suit was facetious.
Hit the nail on the head. A lot of people blew that completely out of proportion to the point where, you know, Patrick Mahomes came in and said something, and I find it funny. And like they were saying, people will take opinions and try to make them facts and all that stuff. The whole situation is ridiculous in my mind. First, that he got death threats. Like, are you kidding me? To take it that serious that you get? And I bet you the death threats came from Chiefs fans, because Chiefs fans were in their feelings when he got traded to the Dolphins. They did not want him to get traded. And then once he gets traded, oh, he's nothing. He's going to be nothing. You know, this, and that, blah, blah, blah. It's just, I find that incredibly, incredibly funny. I expect Tyreek Hill to have a huge year this year. because of the amount of crap he's getting, how much people are downplaying his talent and everything. Oh, he won't, you know, Patrick Mahomes made him. He's going to be nothing with Tua, even though he played with Alex Smith and had 1,000-yard receiving game year. He played with Matt Moore, like he said, and had 150 yards and multiple touchdowns. He's for some reason he's going to have a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to have a lot to prove that it is him, and it's going to be very interesting. But be sure to comment below. Let me know what you think about what they had to say. Be sure to go check out the full episode, episode 2. It needs to be said. Go check it out. But tomorrow I'm going to do a top 10 video. I was going to do it today, but I saw this and a lot of you guys wanted me to break this down and react to it. So tomorrow, top 10 video. I don't know which one I'm going to do, but I got a ton planned for you. So other than that, guys, I will see you tomorrow. But like usual, stay classy and fins up.